Hello, it's Judy from Fox Cities Quilt Company, and this is Sunday from the Sewing Room. So today I'm going to talk to you about border stripe fabric. You've seen them everywhere where they have more print on each end and then more bare in the middle. So I'm going to kind of show you what I'm talking about. We have these two particular border stripe fabrics in the store where they're more printed here. It's a little more sparse in the middle, and then they have another print on the edge. So this is the selvage, and this is the selvage, and this is all in the middle. And as you can see, what we've done at the store is we've made simple table runners with this. We put a backing, a batting, and binding, and all we did was quilt all over. This is one colorway I can show you, and then here is the other colorway. It looks really pretty in the blue as well. I love how this gradates from light blue to dark blue in the middle and then back to light blue. These border fabrics also make really cute clothing. So this would make a really pretty top with this at the bottom. Also, don't rule out just a simple skirt. You can cut this in two and just simply put elastic in the middle and have a really adorable skirt. But we're all thinking about Christmas right now and gifts for Christmas. So these are also really good options for you to make a quick table runner, wrap it up with a bottle of wine and some cookies, and give it to a friend or a family member for Christmas. Now let me show you one other border stripe fabric that I have, and this one is more of a holiday fabric, and I have it here on the bolt for you. As you can see, it has this really cute Christmas or winter scene at the bottom. It's a starry night on the top or towards the center of the fabric, and also on the other selvage it has the winter scene as well, and it just keeps repeating. I really love this fabric. I love that it says winter. There are a few little gnome Santas in it, and with some gifts, but it really can read winter. And let me show you a couple of things that we can do with this. One of the first things that we did was we cut it apart, and we used a 30-degree ruler to make wedges, and all of those wedges go one way, and we made like a half circle table topper here. This would also look really cute on a fireplace mantle, and you can put your Christmas stockings on it and hangs down nicely. Again, we just really simply quilted this very simply with just some swirls all over. This took a 30-degree ruler. I didn't have a 30-degree ruler at home, so I'm showing you the 15-degree ruler. You could still do it with a 15-degree ruler. You would just have to make more wedges. And when you would cut this, you would cut all of the wedges the same way so that your darker print all ends up in the center. So that's one thing that you can do. The other thing that I wanted to show you that you can do, and let me get this all out of the way for you, is that you can make a really nice long table runner using a 60-degree ruler. And I'm going to show you how to do that and cut that right now. It's really fast, it's really simple, and it takes hardly any time at all to make. It goes really quick, and all you need is 5 seams basically. So let me show you how to do that. So the first thing that I did was I cut both ends of that border stripe, and I cut it at 11 inches, and I made a really long strip. And as you can see, let me move that for you. I have the prints going the same way. So this print is on top, and right underneath is the same exact print in the same direction. I don't have the dark at the bottom and the light at the top. They're both going the same direction, and I'm going to show you how to cut this. So I'm going to move this down, and I am going to use my 60-degree ruler. And I really like this ruler because it already is notched out at the top for you, so you can line it up with the top of your fabric. This is a larger 60-degree ruler. This one will go up to 12.5 inches. and lets you make a little bit bigger table runner. There's also an 8.5-inch one that you can use, and it makes a smaller table runner. It's just your own personal preference. I really like this bigger one because I have more choices and more options. So let me show you how I'm going to cut this. So I'm just going to line this up so that there's some hanging off of this edge, because I don't want to cut that off, and I'm going to move this straight to the top and even with my fabric. Now remember, I have my fabric running both ways underneath here. Okay, so the same print going the same direction on the bottom and the same print going the same direction on the top. And let me just line this up a little better. If you really want to make sure that you're cutting sharp, just go ahead and you can really just starch your fabric. So again, this is lined up. My flat edge at the top is lined up and I'm off the edge here. So I'm going to cut a triangle like this. This piece is just scrap, okay? And then I'm going to line up an edge like this, and I don't recommend cutting across your body, but I'm not ambidextrous, and well, you actually have to cut it. And then I'm going to pull this away so that, oops, I don't have it quite cut down here. Let me get this little piece right there. Oh, shoot. Let me try that one more time. And I'm going to just cut this along here. Okay, there we go. So these are the two pieces that you are going to use in your table runner. Now you need this to go the other direction so that these fit in. So what you have to do is you have to turn your template or your your 60-degree ruler, excuse me, and you're going to have to cut it one more time this way. Okay, and so I'm going to cut this way. All right, and then these triangles right here, I cut that off a little bit. Apparently I need a new blade in my rotary cutter. And you will not be using these triangles, okay? But you may be able to use them in another project. So we're going to set these aside. And remember, you are going to use these. Then I'm going to move this down, and I'm just going to cut this the other way. So first, I have to cut this way once with this off the edge, and I've lined this up at the top, and it lines up with my 11 at the bottom. So I can cut once this way and once this way. This is scrap. Don't throw it out. These are really good crumbs. And these wedges you will be using, so I'm going to put those over here. And remember, we have to cut it so that the fabric has the other same angle. So I'm going to turn this ruler so that it is lined up with the edge and lined up with my 11 so that it is straight. And now I'm going to cut this way. And these you will not be using. So I'm going to put those over here with my scrap. Okay. So now I have two pieces of fabric that are cut the same way, and they are the same length because I had them together. And now I am going to put this together. Let me move this so that you can see everything. So what we will do here is you're going to put a triangle on each end of this runner. And you can pick and choose. I see that this has the same kind of repeat here, so maybe I want to put this triangle down on this end. Okay, and then I'm going to put a triangle on this end. And then the other two triangles, one over here And then we're going to put another one over here. So you will sew 1, 2 seams, and you will have 1/2 of your runner. And then you will sew 1, 2 seams for the other half of your runner. And then you will take this and you will sew these 2 halves together. And this makes just an absolutely gorgeous table runner. Now, if you can at all possible, keep your eye on where your trees will line up so that you have the Starry Night in the center of the entire table runner. It's so pretty, it's so simple, it's so quick. And then what was in the middle of the fabric, I will use as a binding for the entire table runner, so I'm not gonna waste. So that's it, simple border fabrics. Don't give them a second thought. You can turn them into something really, really beautiful with just 5 seams. This is Judy from Fox Cities Quilt Company. Thanks for watching. Bye.